design computers for the military space, primarily in surface ships and submarines. Point. I have 4 kids. My husband, who helped me start the company at the time, had 1, and we were trying to figure out how we were going to do college, pay for education, be able to handle and afford these kids. We had just gotten married about 3 years prior. We'd both had our own businesses sorted, so we had dabbled with it. So we were entrepreneurs, and you kind of, you realize what's the worst that could happen. Germane is 14 years old now. We started out as a consultancy. We actually we're doing training courses and whatnot, teaching people about how to use computers and whatnot. We started to get some requests for IT type work, and in the middle of that, in our first full year, which was 1998, we started to get a lot of requests for, can you build me a computer? We're tired of SneakerNet. Can you come over here and help us network these 3 computers? Can you build us a server? We want something to run our back office. Can you build us a website? So we would always, in your first year, everything is why not? Because you can't turn any business down. So of course we said yes. Well, at the end of the first full year, we did about $650,000 out of my family room. We didn't really realize that we were a manufacturing company for several years, because we spent the bulk of our time consulting, trying to find out what customers needed, what was the sweet spot price-wise, what the technology was, what was the application going to be for their particular use. And we spent maybe half a day building, testing the server, and then delivering it. So the manufacturing side just wasn't even apparent to us.
The name of the company, because you were germane to people's problems?
That's why we selected it. However, the first name, Virginia said, somebody else has something that's too close to that, try again. We had lived on St. Germain Drive, so I know as we're going through the dictionary, that's why it stuck out at me. And so when I went to look at it, it was like germane, specific, cogent, to the point. Oh yeah, that's us. So this is really a purchase order driven company, and they buy like it's a commercial Dell or anything. So it's not like it's, our name is in things, but the first unit that we produced for them, they went and tested it, and they put it on their shock table. The first requirement was it needed to pass Class B shock, and Class B shock, they said that they needed it to pass 15 Gs and not have parts fly off of it. The server that they tested with was put on the table. It was hit, it started out at 2 Gs. It was hit a total of 23 times, and the table reset and the computer kept running. So they were like, my God, commercial gear can work. And so I think we were part of that program, the ARCHI program, successfully proving that you can take commercial components and they can survive in a military environment.
This is a fascinating story, but there's got to be something or some things that keep you up at night. The challenge is just down the road, whether it's technology, business.
It's it's all of those. It's, trying to make sure that we're on the forefront of technology and make sure that we're relevant for the customers, remain relevant, because I don't want to be the best buggy whip company. It doesn't matter if we're doing something the best, but if they don't need it any longer, it matters not. What scares me the most probably is that problem that you didn't foresee, you couldn't plan for, and it just is, it's something the customer can't live with, and so they go find somebody else. That's probably the thing that scares me the most. It's a lot of fun. I love what we do. I love manufacturing. I love innovation, ingenuity. I love that type of thing.
Yeah.
So.
And you did it all while raising 4 kids?
Yes.